on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Roethlisberger will throw, escaping the pressure right, and that's complete to Jesse James. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
In to throw again. This is Bell on the dump off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. Charles, let's discuss Le'Veon Bell before Pittsburgh gets going again here on offense. 30 touches in week 2, 89 total yards. Still waiting for that explosive type play from him.
Oh, it's going to come, but maybe not as fast as Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers had hoped, because remember, he missed all of training camp. He missed all of preseason. And I don't care how much Stairmaster you do, right? How much you do in the pool, what kind of shape you're in. You're not truly in shape to play the game until you're in football shape. So give him another week or 2, and then I think we'll see the Le'Veon Bell that we've known.
I don't know why. I'm just really laughing at Le'Veon Bell on a Stairmaster.
Whatever it is, it better be a supercharged one.
He's in good shape. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Goes underneath for Bell. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing, Makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. James has got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8, so tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Watch 17. Watch 17.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fresh set of downs here. shotgun now for Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Wentz
to throw on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. From the gun, it's Wentz. 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's the battering Ram Blunt. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll begin here with Blunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
To throw, it's Wentz. Smith catches left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Throwing is Wentz. To the right side. Caught by Saleh. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the toss, this is Blunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gets around him, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Eagles have recovered. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So many times, tight games decided by 1 big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
What would you have said to me if I told you in pregame that Big Ben and Antonio Brown wouldn't have hooked up until the second half?
I would say that they'd be losing, and they are.
Yeah, they are, and they've got to find a way now to continue to connect and try and get their team back in this game.
That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Got some room at the 30. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, 82 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for the... Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rodgers, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
With it is Brown. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Complete to the tight end, James. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Wentz to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now Brown. Well, going into the final play.